Hello there everyone, and welcome to the Automotive Life. Today we have a piece of art on the channel. That's a Jaguar F-type 3-litre V6 S. 3-litre V6 S Supercharged. Very nice sounding car. One of the best sounding cars that you can buy today pretty much, and very famous because of the sound and the looks. But how does it drive? Today we're gonna find out. I know, this car looks pretty much amazing from every angle. And that's one of the two things that this car is most famous for. One's the looks, the second is the sound. And I have someone right there. I have two people. AV, would you mind giving us a rev? We just want to hear how it is. I'm not sure if we're allowed to film here, so we might get kicked out. That's why I filmed everything already. So if we rev it now and we get kicked out, it should be fine, right?
We're gonna try.
We're gonna try, okay. Let's see how it sounds. Okay, AV, I believe in you. Oh God, okay, alright. Oh God. Very tasty. Thank you, sir. You did an excellent job. Please subscribe. Well, not subscribe to him. Follow him on Instagram. One of the best car detailers that you can actually get. I'll leave all his contact details below. Say thank you. Thank you for that. And let's drive this thing and see what we think. Well, okay, before we drive this thing, there's a lot of interesting facts that Avi actually knows about that I don't know about. For the first thing, what were you saying about the lock nuts?
Each lock nut,
yeah,
has the Prowling Jaguar on it.
Like each one. Wait, let's see.
Each individual nut.
Oh, that's really cool. Like every single one. That's Jaguar. That's really cool. And Avi was telling me something about this car's airbag system, and he's going to explain it to us right now. And look, the bonnet opens like opposite ways. You don't really see that on many cars nowadays. That's very sick. Okay, so what were you going to say about the airbag system?
So basically, this is one of the few cars that have pedestrian airbags. So basically, if you were to hit a pedestrian, the airbags would shoot out this side, protecting you and kind of reducing the damage that's done to the pedestrian, and hopefully they survive. So it's quite a unique feature, especially on cars, modern cars.
So what if you smash someone and it explodes and then they fly off to the side?
Well, the airbag's supposed to be a cushion and type of form around you. So I think either way the person's still gotta get hurt. This is just a way to reduce the injuries and fatalities, which is a good way.
It's a good way, but you know what, at the end of the day, this is a Jag. And I feel like Jaguar did that so they can protect the car more than the pedestrian. Like, they don't want to smash the windscreen and the roof. They're like, let the pedestrian fly off rather than leave the car safe. Well, maybe I'm wrong, maybe not. Let's drive this thing, shall we? So this F-type is the 3-litre V6, if you can hear it. But this is the S. So she's supercharged. She makes 380 horsepower. The normal one makes 340 horsepower, and 380 horsepower is about 280 kilowatts. The newtons on this car are about 430 or 460 newton, under 500. And you might think that's not the most. Well, it's a supercharged car, not a turbocharged car, so the Newton meters don't go up that much. But there is an advantage to having less torque, because it's still a decent amount. It means you get good traction off the line, your wheels don't spin, and you can actually get decent 0 to 100 times and get off the line pretty decently. And this car has an 8-speed ZF automatic gearbox, which is the gearbox you find on most cars nowadays. It's very nice and responsive. I haven't actually driven this car in manual mode yet, so let's pop it into manual. Well, that's sport. Now it's manual. Very responsive, as you think. And the exhaust flaps are open. I'm going to put it into race mode right now. That option to open the exhaust, what's that? Ah, that's the wing.
Yeah.
Retractable. Very nice. I think give it up, isn't it?
Like rear visibility wasn't bad enough before.
Oh, I can't see anything. That's fine, but then you can see the Jaguar side. Oh. Does it make bubble? Cracks, crackles and pops. It does, right?
Yeah, it does.
I think you have to go like this and then that off. On a stock exhaust. Traction lights going off. Very nice. Very nice. It's a very different kind of experience to the normal German cars I drive most of the time, because this, if you don't know, is a British car. British, same company. There's another F-type. Same company as Land Rover, so a lot of the same features on the inside. Very nice features. Range Rovers are quite luxurious cars, so quite a few of those options have been integrated into this car. But this is by no means a luxurious car. It is a sports car. The ride is quite firm. This car has lots of quirks to it. I have to show you guys one thing. I've got the sun visor down right now. It's literally this big. It's the smallest sun visor I've ever seen in a car. It's this big. And then there's a little mirror that's like this big. I think that's for eyebrows, honestly. It's not for anything else. One thing I have to say about this car is the seating position. It's very good. I can sit very nice and low. The steering wheel feels nice and small and compact. You can hold your hands at 9 and 3. I gotta say, I love the pedals, the look on them, because they have this bronzish feel to them. And the same thing is on the stop and start engine button. Although the pedals are quite plasticky and they don't feel the best, but response time is really there.
So another thing, actually, just before you start the car, when you put the ignition on, the start-stop button apparently pulses the same way Jaguar's heart pulses.
Well, that's a very useful thing to have. Just driving around here in like quite a busy city center, the visibility is quite atrocious on this car, because the front windshield is quite narrow and the windows also are quite narrow, and you sit very nicely and cocoon. It feels very nice, but visibility is, it's not great. Lucky it has blind spot assist and blind spot monitoring and all of these systems, because it's not great to look out of. Not great at all. And what were you saying about the boot space?
The boot space is actually terrible. If you don't opt for an optional spare wheel, you do get a can of foam, but other than that, you will get some boot space, at least for a medium suitcase. But if you do want a spare wheel, you probably have to be happy with not having boot space at all. But then I feel like most Jag drivers don't have those problems. I feel like they always have second cars.
They have second cars, and well, I mean, it's a Jag. If they get stuck, they'll just phone James, and James will come and change the tire for them, I guess. And we've just stopped the review quickly because there's a McLaren Senna in front of me. Drushiel, you're lucky it's behind glass right now. That's all I'm saying. So I had to stop the review because, yeah, look at that. That's the only purple Senna in South Africa and pretty much in the world. It's called RS Purple, named after the owner. Would you look at that? Oh god. This is actually the first time I'm seeing it in person. It's quite nice. Let's get back to the review. So that was the F-type V6 S. Obviously it's a sports car, so obviously it is compromised and it does have its flaws, such as basically no boot terrible visibility and small niggles like that. Nothing that's important. This car makes you feel so happy. It sounds amazing. It's pretty fast and very, very good handling. So would I buy one? I'd buy one if it's like my third car. Primary sports car, I don't think I'd necessarily buy it first, my personal choice. But if I had space for maybe like a third or fourth sports car, I would definitely buy one, just for the sound. Honestly, it sounds amazing. Well, that's it. If you enjoyed the video, please be sure to subscribe, share the video if you liked it, and stay tuned for more.